Not long ago, the biggest brands in America boycotted Twitter, or what Elon Musk now has us calling X, after he took over the platform and let hate speech run wild. Advertisers fled like rats from a sinking ship.
Disney, Apple, and IBM have pulled their ads from the social media site,
To which Musk had a pretty clear message.
Go f yourself. Go f yourself.
But suddenly, they're scurrying back. Hate speech hasn't disappeared from Twitter. So what has changed? Elon Musk is tied to the hip with Donald Trump, and the corporate giants who once boycotted Twitter, from Disney to Comcast, want to get on their good side.
Take over, Elon, just take over.
After Musk's takeover of Twitter, revenue collapsed and the company's value has decreased by 84%. In the second quarter of 2024, X brought in only $114 million in revenue. That's down from $661 million in the same quarter of 2022, before Musk took the reins. The social media company was in trouble, but Musk anticipated a change of heart at the country's largest companies.
If Trump wins, we'll see, probably most of the boycott lift.
Like clockwork, as the election neared and predictions of a Trump win grew, companies started turning their spending spigot back on. By going back to X, big advertisers are lending the company a much-needed lifeline. But that's not all. In an interview with the Financial Times, Lou Pascalis, a marketing expert, called advertisers' return to X a form of political leverage. It's a calculated move to appease a guy who said, "There's a large graveyard filled with my enemies," and who's so close to Trump he started calling himself the First Buddy, following Trump around and grooving to the YMCA with the soon-to-be president whenever he gets the chance. Musk has amassed so much influence he's been described as a shadow president. The richest man in the world has even secured a role in the incoming Trump administration. With Trump poised to head back to the Oval Office, corporations like Disney and Comcast, two companies the president-elect has criticized, restarted their ad spending on Musk's platform. While we don't know for sure what they're after, we can make an educated guess, based both on what we know about these companies and what we've learned about a certain Trump official who will have the authority to regulate them come 2025. Let's start with Disney, which some consider one of the biggest enemies in Trump world. Last year, Trump lashed out at the entertainment giant, calling it a woke and disgusting shadow of its former self. The criticism came after Disney's decision to cast a black actress as the lead in a new adaptation of The Little Mermaid. Then came the presidential debate, hosted by ABC News, a Disney-owned network. Trump didn't just criticize their coverage, he outright threatened the network's broadcast licenses.
They're a news organization. They have to be licensed to do it. They ought to take away their license for the way they did that.
So, could ABC's license actually be revoked? That comes down to the Federal Communications Commission and who's calling the shots there. Which brings us to another crucial player in all of this, Brendan Carr, a Musk enthusiast and Trump's pick to head the FCC. As an FCC commissioner, Carr stood up for Musk when the agency denied Starlink, his satellite business, government subsidies, and accused the FCC of subjecting Musk to regulatory harassment. Carr's shown even more support for Musk since the election, notably attending his SpaceX rocket launch with Trump. Carr hasn't just cozied up to the duo, he's also shown a political alignment with their desire to punish their enemies. He blasted NBC when they had Kamala Harris on Saturday Night Live, alleging they broke the FCC's equal time rule. They didn't, and following his selection for FCC chair, Carr issued a clear warning. When the transition is complete, the FCC will have an important role to play, reining in big tech, ensuring that broadcasters operate in the public interest. Unsurprisingly, broadcasters are worried. As an independent federal agency, the FCC wields significant authority over communications in the United States, including regulating media, approving mergers, and enforcing industry standards. As the agency's head, Carr could have enormous sway over how broadcasters like Disney are regulated. Disney's cautious return to X could be part of a wider strategy to get a second chance with Donald Trump, and a chance to shield itself from potential FCC scrutiny, protecting its broadcast licenses and safeguarding its massive investments in theme parks and entertainment.
Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
Something similar can be said for Comcast, which resumed ad spending on X at an even higher rate. Trump has made no secret of his disdain for the company, which controls NBC. He even threatened to investigate it for country-threatening treason if he returned to the White House. And Comcast has a lot to lose. The company has won 5 contracts with the Defense Information Systems Agency since 2020, totaling more than $343 million. Trump isn't just blowing smoke with these threats to broadcasters. He has a track record of leveraging federal power against media outlets he views as adversaries. During Trump's first term, his administration sued to block AT&T's acquisition of Time Warner due to his personal disdain for CNN's coverage. Now, with Carr at the helm, Trump has an FCC chair that appears willing to slap real consequences on media organizations he feels treat him unfairly.
Give us a chance.
Your organization
You're
is
attacking
terrible.
our news organization.
Your organization
Can you give
is
us a
terrible.
chance
Let's
to
go.
ask a question, sir?
IBM, Lionsgate, and Warner Discovery have also resumed ad spending on X after boycotting last year. Just like Disney and Comcast, they want to protect their businesses and their profits. Shoveling some money into increasingly useless ads on X is just another way to try to do that, since Musk has a lot of influence over the direction the government will take.
I know Elon Musk just told us to go fuck ourselves very publicly, but we're gonna crawl back.
If you're thinking this kind of buying influence sounds familiar, that's because we've been here before. During Donald Trump's first term in office, foreign governments found a great way to curry favor with him without directly handing him envelopes of money. At least 31 governments booked swanky rooms at Trump's hotel in DC, racking up bills in the hundreds of thousands for their stays. The Prime Minister of Malaysia, who was under investigation by the Department of Justice, spent more than $9,000 on coffee and $8,000 on room service lunches alone during his stay. And he surely told Trump how luxurious it was when they finally met. As Trump prepares to return to the White House, buying influence is back. It's just extending beyond Trump and his family to influential people close to him. And his first buddy is poised to reap the benefits. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to get more stories like this one. And if there's a story you'd like more Perfect Union to cover next, please drop it in the comments below.